Hello and welcome back to my reaction of Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. This is Season 2, Episode 3, which is the 4th episode of the season because there was an Episode 0. It's not confusing, it's very normal and understandable. So I am keen to jump back into this. Last week's episode was a pretty solid episode where we just got some more sort of depth into Rudy a little bit and how other people are seeing him right now, and he is growing, it feels like, and Sara is beginning to like him more. She was a bit smitten at the end of last episode, so I'm excited to see where they go from here. I feel like the last episode, I think I said in the discussion, like, it was treading a lot of the same or like similar ground to episode 1. So I'm keen now to see if they start diverging a little bit and give us something a little bit different, and we can progress somewhere. I don't know where we're going from here. I have no predictions for this show going forward. I just know this show has had a tendency in the past, in season 1, to shock me out of nowhere in many different sections of the show. So I'm very curious to see what happens here in episode 3. Let's just jump right into it. If you want to watch the full-length reaction, it's on my Patreon account in the description below. Otherwise, support the video if you can, just so that other people can help find my wonderful channel. Let's jump into this season 2, episode 3. He's sitting right next to Sara. I bet she's smiling up a storm. Oh, yep. I thought they were sitting a bit close. I miss Roxy. Where is she now? Are you jealous? Yeah, she's a bit jealous. Oh, yeah, that is pretty chipped. Aw, go shopping with her. Cute. A date. Yep. Aw, she got all dressed up for it. That's so cute. Aww. It's funny the idea of a medieval date being shopping for a knife, you know? Ah, song's so good. Aw, they look like they're having a good time. It's very cute. I feel like they're setting me up for some sadness. Maybe not this episode, but soon. Yeah, I thought she would say I'm growing out of it. Aww. That's cute. She's being very forward. Go for it. This is the most forward anyone's ever been. As long as your version of going for it isn't just groping her. Of course she does. Yeah, okay, look how forward this is. You know what's going on. She's wrapped around your arm. It's cute. She's not gonna like see the panties and have, they're gonna have a weird scene, are they? Ikimasu. Ikimasu. I don't want to do this because she feels she owes him. Well, they're getting to it. Huh? Are you not? You don't feel a spark? You're not attracted to her? Warning signals. You still haven't gotten over Eris? That's true. You're also under a lot of stress. And now she's going back into tsundere mode. I think she's embarrassed now that she put herself out there. Not that it's Rudy's fault. God, that's sad. That's a depressing situation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this dude. Oh no, Rudy might take it out on this guy. Yep, I thought so. Yeah, he's done with it now. I mean, the guy kinda asked for this. Oh god. Oh. This guy's not even like reacting. Oh. God, yeah. No, Rudy is not over any of his trauma. He's still got so much in there. No one tried to stop them. It was just... And people were even coming up to Soul and going, hey, relax. Now he's trying to comfort him, now that he showed the weakness. He just hated seeing Rudy fake, but now Rudy's not being fake. Wow, now he's being pretty damn honest. Yeah, he's gonna have some serious abandonment issues. Oh. What? Yeah, a sex worker? Is that what he's talking about? Okay, well, yeah, I guess this is what he's doing. Will this help you at all, though? With anything? Aww. Aww. She's also got red hair. Maybe that helps. Or maybe it hurts. I don't know. This feels very nerve-wracking to me. Like, if you're going here because you couldn't get it up with another girl, I would extra not be able to get it up here, I feel like. Oh. She's sweet. She did her job. Okay, well, at least she knew why she was doing it, you know? Well, yeah, I think he just needs time to heal. I don't think they should rush it and just try to get him to have sex with a lot of women. Like, give the man time. He's still not over the eris thing. I think a relationship and women is not what he needs right now. Well, he didn't know that was gonna happen. That's true. Alright. Oh my god. This is gonna be awful. Oh. Oh. Too bad your future eye can't see in the back of your head. Yeah, I mean, you deserve that. You shouldn't be shit-talking her. Man, this show hurts to watch. Oh my god! Was he just gonna slice himself? Oh. My heart hurts. Going to a labyrinth? Okay. He wouldn't be here this whole time if he hated you. Yeah, he just likes you being honest. I still hurt in my heart.
行きます。連れて行ってください。
よし。
I feel a physical pain right here in my chest.
パーティーで退治できちまったんだとか。その噂のやつ、名前はなんてんだ
Who's this?
今のお話、詳しく聞かせていただける？その泥沼のルーデウスという冒険者のお話
You
で
got
す。
some big hair.
そう言われても。
もし思い出していただけたら、私の
Oh my
好きにしてもらいますわよ。
Alright, we'll tell you everything we know. Yep.
アセラントだ。
ありがとうございます。ようやく見つけましたわ。
Okay. Alright, so, that was a good episode. But it's hard to say it's a good episode because it hurt a lot. Like, it's one of those episodes that is just, it was just pain. And it's not like gut-wrenching pain. I think they're doing a good job because, yeah, it's not like, there's a certain pain that you get from like something shocking happening, like a character death or you know, something like one-off crazy happening. There was something that happened in Jujutsu Kaisen recently. That was a shock, and it's this massive thing of pain of like, oh my god, this despair that comes out of nowhere and is huge, right? But what this show seems to be like giving me the feeling of is just this like this emptiness and this feeling that it doesn't feel right, and it feels like everything constantly sucks and nothing's worth it, you know? And that is very much intended from the creators, because that's what Rudy is feeling right now, and they are making me feel that as well. Because yeah, in this episode, I mean, even like while the day was going on, I was like, oh, that's very, very cute. But it was also like just this like oncoming feeling of like it wasn't, they don't write it and direct it and animate it in a way that's like the classic way that you do like a date, you know, where it's like head over heels in love and stuff. Like the scene where she's being very cute with him and holding his arm and all that sort of stuff, it's still like pretty dim lighting, and it feels like a little, you know, awkward. And same with the actual scene where they're in the bedroom together. Like it's awkward, it's quiet, it seems like damp, like the room just seems like shitty and cold, and like it, and there's not this like the tension isn't sexual tension, it's just tension. And so it just makes the scenes like be drenched in this sadness, and that sadness is just, it's sticking with me. Like I still have it right now, and like when I can feel it in my chest, like I wish it's not it. This is the sort of thing that doesn't come out as well in reactions, I feel like, and I think this will sort of illustrate itself and manifest with like reactors probably being kind of like pissy and snappy, and like I feel like I've seen this when shows do this sort of thing. What it comes out in reaction videos is a lot of people, they feel this emotion up in their chests, and then they like let it out in whatever way that they know how, which is sometimes it's like them being like, oh, these characters are stupid, or like they're doing this stupid thing or whatever. And some people let it out in like a like, oh, what are you doing? No, or like just, you know, all that sort of stuff. But it's not, but you can't react how you're actually feeling, which is just like it's just dull, it's nothing, it's neutral, it's like, it's just emptiness, because that doesn't look like anything on your face. Emptiness just looks like that. That's what it looks like, but it feels horrible in here, but it looks not like nothing. So if I almost wish that this episode was full of like shocking deaths, you know, Sara's head gets chopped off or whatever, so I can be like, oh my god, no, and I can cry and stuff. But instead it's just like Rudy going through depression, Rudy having emptiness from Eris, Rudy digging himself a deeper hole. Like, it's all of these things that are just small little things that have a lot of pain within them, and I think it's really well done. That's the thing, is it's like I have these these feelings, and it's like, this is what the show is trying to get me to do. So now what I need the show to do over the next however many episodes, let's say 3 episodes, I need them to do something with that emotion now. I feel like they will. But I want that emotion to go somewhere. Or if they're going to keep that feeling going throughout these episodes, which they might actually have like quite a bit of that feeling. I want the moment when that feeling starts to be lifted to be grand, you know, to be huge. I don't know what that moment could be. I don't know if it would be like a reuniting with Roxy. I don't know if it would be like a reuniting with Eris. I doubt it, but maybe. Or him doing something heroic, or him meeting someone new that he actually does properly connect with, or him recouping his love with Sara properly, you know? I have absolutely no idea what that moment could be, but whatever it is, or maybe him finding some of his family, you know? I don't know. It's just, I need something. I need something to do with this emotion. It's so heavy and deep in there, but I mean, well done. It was very well done. I like I don't like it. I think it's interesting, the idea that he's like frightened by women, which makes a lot of sense. I think that's a kind of slightly different version of him having just the fear of abandonment, but it's like specifically with women, just because of his whole thing with Eris, and yeah, it's just like, this is a, like, he is in, we have to remember that he's isekai. I honestly do genuinely forget that this is an isekai and not just like a fantasy show. Even though we have Rudy's like real voice, the deep voice that is narrating and stuff, I still don't even think about it. So I forget that he's isekai a lot of the time. What we got to remember is that like he is isekai into this world, and there are a lot of like attractive girls, and like he has this powerful magic, and it's like it feels like the world is set up for him to be successful with women and get the things he wants, and like he can live out his fantasies or whatever. And just time and time again, like reality hits that the idea of the woman of a woman in a fantasy story is not the kind of women that he's coming across, because that's not how women are, you know? Like, women are way more complex than just one-dimensional characters that will just fall in love with him no matter his flaws because he's a powerful wizard or whatever. So I think he's frightened of women because he doesn't really understand them properly, fully, and so he doesn't know what he's gonna do that will make them hate him. And whenever a woman hates him, he feels like shit. So yeah, I mean, it's horrible, because there's parts of me that empathize with Rudy, and also that like relate to him, and there's other parts of me that don't relate to him at all, and like maybe even get frustrated with him sometimes. Not frustrated at the writing's very good, frustrated at Rudy himself, for the things he does and the things he says and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, he's a complex character. It's really difficult to talk about any of it, because it's just a very complex situation. I do feel terrible for Sara though, although, you know, like, Sara's not completely blameless in the situation. I think she should have like talked to him and not deflected so much in their thing. Like, I think she was embarrassed and like kind of trying to deflect that embarrassment by being like, well, I was just trying to make up a debt to you and all that sort of stuff, which just made Rudy feel even more shit, when that's like a time when I think she should be supportive of him if she really likes him. But then he was horrible to her later in the episode, so it's, yeah. Anyway, so that's the end of that episode. Wow, what a depressing discussion that one was, wasn't it? Thank you for watching. I promise generally my discussions are lighter. Generally I have a pretty positive vibe going with when I react to shows and stuff, but this one just hit a place of, oh man. Anyway, thanks for watching. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want full-length early access, exclusive videos. Join my VIP tier to request a reaction. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.